Sure, Target may have tucked some of the swimwear in the back after the backlash, but at Target, if you disagree with selling Tuckums to toddlers, then they'll fire you faster than a Keystone Pipeline worker. Here's the head of diversity.
Not everyone is going to believe or be bought into our strategies and our priorities on this topic. They just aren't. Okay, you don't we may not be able to change your mind shift on appreciating why this is important, but you do understand that as a part of your job responsibilities, you will lead inclusively, you will have representation on your team, you will be responsible for these behaviors, values, and expectations. You still have to do it to do this job, to be a part of this company.
You're not inclusive enough for a trans satanic clothing line for kids? Well, clean out your locker. Well, that's kind of what everyone's doing, Target. In 10 days, your company lost $10 billion. So why is corporate America Bud Lighting themselves? Because this is about more than just money. The people who are forcing these companies to Bud Light themselves already have enough money. They have so much money, they're looking for things to do. Who are these companies? It's companies like Vanguard, BlackRock, the companies that own major stakes in Target or Disney. So with all that shareholder clout, they can force these companies to do whatever they want. They confess this is what they're doing.
Behaviors are going to have to change, and this is one thing we're asking companies. You have to force behaviors, and at BlackRock we are forcing behaviors. What we are doing internally is if you don't achieve these levels of impact, your compensation could be impacted, okay? You have to force behaviors. And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team, you're going to be impacted.
So we went from the customer's always right to screw you. This is all because rich white liberals on Wall Street feel guilty about being billionaires. So they force companies to go woke to pay off the social justice gods. And it's also brilliant class warfare. The peasants aren't going to storm the castle, if they think the rich guy that owns the castle's nice and lets everybody sparkle.
Today is Wednesday, May 31st, 2023. Target exposed by whistleblower on Benny Show exclusive, panicking and deconstructing their groomer section in their stores. Bud Light and Kohl's continue to collapse. Is Chick-Fil-A gonna join them? Boy, oh boy, will we tell you some painful things today. Forgiato Blow, the rapper who has the #1 song in America right now, Boycott Target, joins the show. My name is Benny Johnson, and this is The Benny Show. Wow, woke companies suck. I sure don't like them. Sure would be bad if I used one every single day. Sometimes you can't get away from it. Sometimes you can't get away from like a Google product, Facebook product, an Apple product. Like you are stuck. I want a parallel economy, a full one, but some things you're stuck at are camera equipment. I want a conservative camera company. We want a conservative camera company, Royce. Maybe Royce and I will build one. But we don't got it right now. So to bring you this show, our hands are tied on some things. Not that we won't try, but our hands are tied. But how about our caffeine, ladies and gentlemen? What about our caffeine? Our caffeine can be something that we bring to you that is non-woke. You don't have to go, and there's a lot of coffee in the world. The beans, they grow out of the ground. They grow on the trees. They grow where they're planted. There are some things that are beautiful and that are created by God, and caffeine is one of them, and that's why we drink blackout coffee on this show. Blackout coffee gets us through the day. It keeps us with our energy high. I drink it every single morning. I drink it from my nice little cup here. It says Benny. And ladies and gentlemen, it keeps us going. And it keeps us going more importantly because it's not a woke company. It's a company that loves this country, loves the state of Florida, loves being based. I personally recommend Blackout Coffee. Go to blackoutcoffee.com/Benny. Blackoutcoffee.com/Benny. Use the coupon code Benny, get 20% off your first order. And be as based and as energetic and as free as I am every single morning. Blackoutcoffee.com/Benny. Go today. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, woke companies going broke. Blackout Coffee is not one of them. Blackout Coffee is doing just great. Target, on the other hand, has lost $12 billion in 14 days. The retail giant's market cap plummets after longest losing streak in 5 years. Shares dropped to the lowest level amid the tuck-friendly swimwear controversy. Daily Mail does not regularly get it wrong, but this day they got it wrong. This is not actually the controversy. The controversy is not the tuck-friendly swimwear that provides extra coverage for your unmentionables. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not the issue here. The issue here is the children. It has always been the children. And when we had this conversation last week about the original boycott of Target, of which we have done I'm proud to say we have done the most original reporting, and we even have whistleblowers from inside of Target now communicating with us and telling us what's going on. We have done the earth-shattering reporting that has really shown what Target is up to here, and we have exposed them. And we've exposed them because of these. It's hilarious, the tuck-friendly swimsuit stuff. It's hilarious to watch Alex Stein try it on. I think we may even play you that clip in the show. But I want to set the argument correctly here. I want to set the table correctly here on why this is a problem. This is a problem because of the children. When we went to Target and we looked for ourselves to see what was the hubbub about? What's this old hootenanny with conservatives getting on Target's case? What's the deal there? I went myself, I saw for myself, and what I saw was a section that was in the children's section using child mannequins for hyper-sexualized agenda items, some of them designed by an open Satanist that says Satan respects your pronouns. I saw a section that was explicitly sexual with even shirts with naked people on, naked adults on the shirts that were being modeled by children. Where's the line? If that's not the line, I mean, we don't have a line. We don't have a movement if that's not the line. It costs us time. It costs us money to go make these things. It costs us money to go out and do this stuff. We work really hard at this program, so going and doing projects, it better be the juice better be worth the squeeze. This juice was worth the squeeze because I have kids. I have a growing family. We are fertile in the Johnson family. I will have 3 children under the age of 3, and I do not want predators attacking my children's brains or exposing them to sexually explicit material. And I don't really care what kind of sex that is. I would be equally upset if this were straight pornographic sex. It is irrelevant to me. You are sexualizing kids, period. There are movies I'm not going to watch with my children with explicit material in it that is not appropriate for little kids, and it certainly is not appropriate inside of places like Disney that are appealing to little kids. Inside a place like Target that has a kids section. You get my mom's left and right all over Target, buying diapers, buying a gallon of milk. I went through Target and I took 5 selfies with moms. They're like, I'm so ashamed to be here. Yeah, you should feel shame. They're in the video, actually. That's what I found. I found a section that had nothing to do with an adult, a consenting adult making a decision to wear a rainbow shirt. That's what they want to make this out as. Oh, it's a rainbow coffee cup. No, it's not. And it's worth saying that. And it's worth drawing a line somewhere. Adults making adult decisions for themselves and not affecting others is pretty much what America was based on. There have always been people that have, let's just say, different lives in America. Choose to live differently. Some people founded their own state. Go check out the state of Utah. That's an entire state that was founded because adults decided to live quite different lives than the mainstream. Fine, I guess. I mean, don't mess with anyone else. Don't hurt other people. Go about your business. This ain't adults. These are kids. And this is a place where kids shop daily. And it is deeply and utterly inappropriate. I found a coloring book that detailed a coloring book. So what age is color, right? Under the age of 10. What age is color? My kids color. A coloring book with explicit sexual scenes played out and drawn out between adults. So they're having the kids color the consenting adults in sexual circumstances. Huh? No! No, we don't do that here. This is Wakanda. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have a movement if you can't draw the line somewhere, and we finally drew the line. Now, I think we have the clip of the original. I think we have the original clip. What did we find at Target? I want to show it to you. I want to show you what we originally found at Target. I want you to actually see it with your own two eyeballs so that you know that it ain't just me having a bee in my bonnet. Here's what it looked like.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here, right at the front of the store, right here in Tampa, Florida, here's not just the display with adults featured in it, but toddlers featured in it. Here's a little kid right in front of the Pride display, along with, of course, an adult wearing a shirt with naked adults on them. He, she, they. Got it? And no one's wearing clothes. Right next to a little kid.
Don't tell me that this was not about going after the kids. And can we draw the line? Now, I want to start by saying, if you're a conservative mama bear and you're watching this right now, shout yourself out in the comment section. I want everyone to say thank you. If you're a conservative mom that said, I will no longer shop at Target, I want to say thank you. Because I don't shop at Target. I'm not saying that because I want to pat myself on the back. I don't. I don't shop at Target. I work on my business all day. My wife shops. My wife decided to not shop at Target after a couple years of wokeness. But if you're a conservative mom that decided, I am going to let something be inconvenient for me, I'm going to go shop somewhere else, I'm going to send a message to Target. God bless you. Shout yourself out in the comment. Say, I did it. I boycotted Target, because the boycott of Bud Light was a boycott of men. Bud Light's drinkers are primarily 70% young men. I looked up the data. There's the Beer Institute, and they actually track this data. 70% of Bud Light drinkers are men, okay? Bud Light is a man, like, quote unquote, man's drink. Light beer, man's drink. Beer, man's drink. Men chose to make drinking Bud Light socially unacceptable in man culture, which exists and is very powerful. Women primarily are the shoppers of Target with their families. And women, you mama bears out there, I feel you, I thank you. You listened up and you said, not on my watch, not with these kids, not these kids. We are not going to let this happen to our kids. And that's your job as a mother. It is your sacred job. You've been granted that by God. God didn't have to give you children. God gave you children. He blessed you. And you said, I will not allow my children to be part of some type of satanic cult. Well, why can I say that? I mean, am I being superfluous here? No! They had to fire a satanic graphic designer. I personally saw the satanic designs at Target. Now, did the designs have Satan on them? Well, actually, they don't have to, because the way that this brand promoted these items was to say that Satan respects your pronouns. We're going to hang with Satan. That's what this item means. They explicitly called these items satanic. And the designer is sitting there with shirts with a Baphomet on it. Baphomet, the goat face of Satan. The non-binary goat face of Satan. Okay. Well, I mean, like, they're not even trying to hide it anymore, so I shouldn't try and hide my repugnance at this. Again, here, watch.
And the satanic designer stuff is gone. There was a satanic designer handbag here, effectively, and now that's gone. Along with a lot of, like, the kid stuff. There was a lot of little children items, like bibs and things and little children's outfits. Those are all gone
now. Let's play last week Pride merch. Go.
Good. We've got bibs. I am always proud of you. Bibs. Here is a 12 months Pride onesie. Target saying they got rid of these. Nope. Tuck friendly. Unlike Alex Stein, I'm not going to try one of these on. But there's your extra crotch coverage. this is very interesting. Look at this. We belong everywhere. This somewhat benign piece is actually designed by this company, which is a satanic company.
Ladies and gentlemen, we played the wrong clip there. Happens when you're live. We are totally live right now. I can literally look at your comments right now. This is what happens when you're live. I do have good news. I come bearing tidings of great joy. A whistleblower sent us this document yesterday saying that Target is now freaking out. They are losing their mind. They have admitted defeat. When was the last time that a massive woke corporation admitted defeat in the face of you, a moral American people? Drawing the line and saying no more. Check this out. This is an internal document from Target that was sent to us exclusively from somebody who works at Target, an insider, you may say. Now, what's important about this document, and it's taken from like a training, they have these training vestibules at Target where you have to like train on these specific computers. So this photo had to be taken, and you can see sort of the flux of the computer screen there in the photo. But what you can read really clearly, can we make this image bigger? What you can read really clearly is that, one, they're going to essentially deconstruct the fixture block, right? So the really big product that was in your face last week, that was right at the front of the store, that had the kid, all the kid products in it. Again, I'm going to make this very clear. Consenting adult, that ain't my line. Consenting adult ain't my line. We can have different moral argument on a different day. It's the children that are my line as a father. For any sexually explicit material, any of it. They're saying put that in the back room. We're going to take those away. Look at that. Read it. Move them to the back room. Get rid of them. Merchandise and product. Get rid of the inventory removals now. Clearance and consolidation. Consolidate the collection as sell-through occurs. So essentially, like, move it out. But as stuff gets sold, condense it, sell it, get it out of the store. And then styling. This is amazing. Highlight the checkerboard print, the pry palette, whatever. Again, I have never had a problem with someone selling a rainbow t-shirt. I just thought they were all celebrating Noah. I'm like, look, hold on. Everyone celebrates Noah. This is incredible. They're celebrating God's promise to never flood the earth again. I thought this was what this was all about. Move the kids' mannequins back to the kids' floor pad. Boom! That's your win. I know. A big win would be like Donald Trump in the White House, like calling Target the China virus. But this is a huge win for us. You got to take them. When was the last time you won? When was the last time you actually got a W? Get the kids out of there is what this is saying. There's only one thing that is bolded in this order directly from on high at Target. One order has been bolded, and it is remove the kids' mannequins. Get them out of there. That's because of you, and that's because of me, and that's because of us together in this movement. We are powerful. We won. We protected these kids. We said no. And we, the majority, finally flexed our power on this billion-dollar corporation run by multinational interests that hate us, and they retreated. Target in retreat. We won. And I went to the store yesterday to check. I would never do this show and say, I would never say like, Target's on our side. No, I'm saying they're against us, and we beat them. We battered them on the battlefield, the cultural war battlefield. We defeated them in this battle. And they admitted it now. I went yesterday.
Oh my Lord. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is different. So, there used to be a massive display here. It's like this huge display. But now it's gone. and it's been like sort of reduced to what looks like some sales items without the child mannequin. So that document that we were sent is true.
I am not trying to say that we've defeated Target forever or that we've won this battle for all time. That's bad thinking. And you know what? I just turned 37. I'll be fighting this for the rest of my life. God willing, I'll have another 37 years on this earth and maybe another 37 after that. And I'll keep fighting. And we'll never actually win because you don't actually defeat evil. Not in this life. Not in this life. You don't actually defeat evil. But you can fight. And you can see battles that are won. And this is a battle that is won. We got rid of the child mannequins. We got rid of the children's items. As we showed you there in the clip that we accidentally played, the satanic items are gone. The baby bibs are gone. The little child outfits are gone. The tuck swimsuits are gone. They're out of here. Because of you and because of me. And more importantly, because we all decided to say, if you support this, that's our line. We finally stood up. I'm so proud of you. Watch what we've done to Target. $12 billion in losses. Go.
Target losing another $2.4 billion in the market value yesterday. That according to a report from the Dow Jones Market Data Group. The retail giant has lost more than $12 billion since controversy erupted over its Pride Month merchandise displays. Target is on its longest losing streak since 2018.
We've proven the point. We used to say go woke, go broke, and it didn't mean anything. They laughed in our faces. They took our noses and they rubbed our noses in it. And they said, oh yeah? Who are you going to make go broke? What power do you have? Conservative moms, dads, moral people, Christians. What power do you have? We're the power now, they said. And we'll do anything we want to you, your children, your morality, your football teams, your baseball teams. We'll take from you your beer that you drink in the small hours of the evening when you are alone and you are done and you are tired and you're worried about your finances. You crack open a cold one. We'll take that from you. We'll steal your joy. You belong to us. That's what evil said to us. And for the first time in my lifetime, this side of, I think, probably Trump's election in 2016. That might have been another time. But this is a much clearer bell ring. I think there were so many other factors involved there, it's hard to quantify. This is a much clearer shot heard around the world. Ringing of the bell. This is us staring back into the blackness and saying, no, here's the line. No. You will go no further. You will go no further. And in fact, maybe we'll go on offense now. And we will force you to send a directive across every single Target store in America that says you are going to reverse this. You are going to hide this. You are going to be ashamed of this. That's real muscle. And that's a real flex. I'm really proud of you. Really. So what is the left's response to this? Well, they're calling this, as they always do, and you could probably guess, terrorism. That's right. This peaceful protest of us deciding to use free market forces to enact social change that is moral, that protects children, that's called terrorism. So if you protect the children, you're the terrorist now. Huh? Got it?
When Target caves into this, then it says that the moment you threaten the employees of even a very large corporation, you get to control its policies. This is economic terrorism, literally terrorism, creating fear among the workers and forcing the corporations to sell the things you want and not sell the things you don't. So,
okay, listen, why don't you go juice a couple kiwis, you dirty New Zealand weirdo? What are you doing coming in here to tell us what to do? Who is that guy? I don't know. I can smell the soy just like oozing out of him. The low T. Hey, pal, with your goofy little blue glasses, you got kids? You got kids? I don't think so, because I can actually I can literally smell the low T on you. That man alone accounts for the vast majority of sperm count loss in the male species. But even with all of your testosterone evaporating like a drop of water in the Sahara Desert, you can't surely be saying that it's terrorism to not sexualize children. Is that what you're saying? Whew, pal, you got a date with Hunter Biden. I'm sure. I'm sure you and your boy Hunter would be dear friends. Maybe you can tell us about your exciting trysts on Little St. James with your friend Jeffrey and his Lolita Express. Clearly, that's what side you're on. You Kiwi lunatic. Get off my TV. Get out of my show. The other side of that guy might be on, and who knows, but judging by the nature of this, but judging just by my initial take of who this guy, I don't even know this guy's name, but judging by my initial impressions of this man, he's probably upset that he can no longer order a tuck swimsuit from Target. He was planning on showing that glistening body on those wonderful New Zealand beaches that he's been working on all summer. Summer is winter, actually, in New Zealand, so it was like reverse. And so he's looking forward to his first time in a tuck swimsuit. And now the only thing he has left are these videos of Alex Stein modeling this. This guy saw Alex Stein model the tuck swimsuit, and he said, that could be me, mate, or whatever the stupid accent is. I want it. And sadly, he'll never get a chance. Wow. Cue Alex Stein modeling the tuck swimsuit.
Look, this is nice. You guys see this? It's tuck friendly. You see? This is Target is so progressive. I love it. Thank you, Target. I just feel like I could run. I could exercise in this.
Don't spend your money at Target. But baby, we ain't done yet. Oh man, we got Kohl's. We got Chick-Fil-A to get to. Holy smokes. Careful where you spend your hard-earned cash. And also be careful where you invest that hard-earned cash. Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing the largest bank failures in U.S. history. Interest rate hike that is breaking the backs of Americans. And 186 more banks at risk of collapsing. Uh-oh, is your bank one of them? $300 billion has been printed out of thin air this month. Man, is your money turning worthless? Yikes. Yikes. It's a scary thing to think about. But what's not scary is if you've diversified your investments with my friends at Allegiance Gold. Allegiance Gold can help you convert your IRA, 401k, or your cash into physical gold and silver. There's a reason why countries around the world are hoovering up gold as fast as they possibly can. We are going to get back on the gold standard, and I think that might be actually a good thing. Might be actually a good thing. You can get up to $5,000 in free silver on a qualifying purchase when you visit protectwithbenny.com with my buddies at Allegiance Gold. They have a AAA rating, and they have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Go to protectwithbenny.com today. Okay, so where are we going to spend our money? Well, if you go from Target to Kohl's, you may have a problem. Because Kohl's may also be going woke. Kohl's is like if you're not familiar with Kohl's, like the Midwestern brand that's like, I don't know, discount Target, like somewhere in between Target and Walmart as like a brand. Kohl's looks like they're getting their own Bud Lightning here. Check it out.
Kohl's, the latest company to face threats of a boycott from conservative activists and media voices. The catalyst? This onesie with a person holding the Progress Pride flag. Critics say the retailer is targeting kids, calling it inappropriate. As of airtime, Kohl's did not respond to our request for comment.
On Target kid, is it so, like, guys, this should not be hard. This should not be hard. Ain't no one, like, upset when an adult wears a rainbow shirt. Oh, they're just celebrating Noah. Okay. It is what it is. Kids. That's the line. And it's not hard. We are now proving the maxim. We are now proving it. We are proving that if you go woke, you will go broke. Like, companies for all time will look at this moment and us standing up. I mean, this is our Waterloo. This is our time. This is our, like, D-Day. This is our time to stand up. Memorial Day, right? Like military iconography, Gettysburg, whatever. In the culture wars, this is a turning point. In the culture wars, this is a turning point. Gettysburg was a turning point in the Civil War. They finally turned back the South. They'd gotten as far as Gettysburg. It's wild. People don't understand. Like, Washington, D.C. was surrounded by the Confederacy. Gettysburg's way up there in Pennsylvania. Like, that's how far the Confederates had marched, rather successfully. And that turned the tide, and the tide never swung again in favor of the South. This is a moment where we drew a line, and we said no, and we sent the orcs back into the abyss. It's beautiful. Check out Kohl stock. Absolute, total collapse just on the mention of this.
Meantime, another major retailer is getting caught in the culture wars. Kohl's stock fell more than 5% today after some customers criticized the store's Pride Month merchandise. Videos with the hashtag Boycott Kohl's had a couple 100,000 views on TikTok.
You want your stock to go like that? Let me tell you about the people who own these stocks. Like, the vast majority of people who own these stocks, not like some mom buying stocks on her Robinhood app. The people who are buying these stocks are these huge investment firms that have massive tranches of money, and they're scheduling these buy-ins based on the stock going up incrementally. When the stock gets slaughtered, you kill these huge portfolios, and then they don't pull out like one person's $10 share. They pull out $10 billion. And then they collapse your stock, and then they create a run on your stock. This is bad, bad, bad marketing. And we're proving it. Check it out. It's Kohl stock. You can see it here. I'm tweeting it. Kohl stock at bad. You got Target on there too? Show me Target. Where's Target? Oh my God. Ah! My God, you could sled down that hill. You could sled it. You could ski down that hill. Look at that. That's 1 month. Can you do 1 year? Click on the 1 year. There's year-to-date Target. Go one over. 1 year. Bop. Oh, this is the Brave browser. This is incorrect. I don't know if they're the libs that run this thing or not, but this is incorrect. Go back to year-to-date. Brave browser, for some reason, like the numbers are off. It's the lowest that Target has been. The lowest losing streak, the longest losing streak that Target has had in 5 years. It's the lowest Target has been in years, since the pandemic, when everything went down to basically zero, because nobody knew what the hell was happening. So, Kohl's, all you have to do is simply not sell children's merchandise. We have here a tweet that shows you the merchandise they were selling. You just have to not sell the kids' merchandise. That's it. That's all. That's all. This is about people's sexuality. They are targeting children with this. And it should be a line that you should say, no, you shouldn't target kids with sexually explicit material. Period. How is it so hard? You'll learn. They're going to learn. They're going to learn today. Bud Light's learning today. Article, shoppers share videos of unwanted cases of Bud Light sitting untouched in grocery stores. You can check through this article from the Daily Mail, and it's wild. Memorial Day should have been a huge hockey stick for Bud Light. Obviously, it's weekend, longer weekend, where people remember fallen soldiers who gave everything for this country. They also have time to barbecue, enjoy the things, the trappings of American life. Cold beer, barbecue, hot dog, bratwurst, Spicy mustard. Nope, not for Bud Light. Scroll through the article. Let's go. The article, because I don't think we actually have the videos loaded up, but the article shows you, effectively, Bud Light for free. Because now they have a $15 rebate on Bud Light. $15 rebate on Bud Light, meaning that they're handing it away for free. They're giving it away for free. Look at that. Which region of the country do you live in? Every region of the country has had a double-digit drop in sales in Bud Light. Bud Light is about to be overtaken by Modelo as the most popular beer in America, most sold beer in America. Look at that. $15 billion in value. You want to hit these people where it hurts? You want to hit the FBI where it hurts? This is why I'm so pissed off at Republicans right now. You want to hit the FBI where it hurts? Well, you can take their budget away. You don't want them to interfere in more elections? You can take away their budget. Make the FBI look like this. Check out this tweet. This is great. This is great. This is the most perfect tweet. You can see the other beer is gone, effectively gone. I assume that there's like that was Coors Light, presumably next to the Bud Light there, and there is a unimpeached wall of Bud Light with the stickers on it, and there's even Bud Light in the aisle. You can see the Bud Light in the aisle, stickers on it saying, essentially, take this beer for free, and no one's even taking it for free. And there's a Starbucks back there. This is a big retailer. This is a big retailer. It has a Starbucks in it. This is either a Target or a Walmart or a Whole Foods. That's what store you're in here. This is what it looks like in Whole Foods, presumably. The beer aisle. Libs aren't even touching Bud Light. They're going to study this forever. They're going to study this for the end of time. We have changed the nature of the American consumption marketplace, and that's so good. The reason why I'll do a show on this is because what they want to do is they want to take the products in your life. They want to take the products in your life, your cup holder, the hand sanitizer, whatever product you use, a microphone. They want to take the things of everyday life that are apolitical. Beer is apolitical. Your car is apolitical. Target, where you buy your baby clothes, is apolitical. They want to take that and they want to use those as Trojan horses, as vectors, in order to badger you over the head and beat you about the ear, box your ears in with their agenda. It's all a Trojan horse. It's a Trojan horse for the agenda. This is how a Marxist does it. This is textbook fascistic, textbook fascism. The fusion of private industries and the state, and the state's agenda. And people are saying no. And so I'm very, very proud of all of you. Bud Light had just a disastrous weekend. Bud Light sales fell for the 6th consecutive week as retailers slashed prices, one store charging $3 for a 24-pack. I'll tell you what, we have some pretty special content coming your way. Bud Light paid us to go do some target practice with Bud Light this weekend. And we will be bringing you that piece of content presently. Ladies and gentlemen, it is inside of our little Santa's workshop here. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love it. What you're not going to love is this next story, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to love the next story. The next story is going to hit you where it hurts. This one's going to swing. This one's going to swing. It's going to hit you right in the nuts. It's going to hurt. Because back in a simpler time, Chick-Fil-A used to be a Christian company. Chick-Fil-A is no longer a Christian company. Chick-fil-A, which is a company that I like, I eat their products. Unlike Target and unlike Bud Light, because I actually like drink real beer and not something that tastes like squirrel urine that has been siphoned through a tin can filled with sticks from your grandmother's gutter. That's Bud Light. I was never a huge fan of Bud Light. If I was at like a sporting event and I really had to drink like a light beer, I'd drink a Coors. Or I probably wouldn't drink Bud Light at all. Like really, I really wouldn't. I can't think of the last time I like chose to drink a Bud Light. And I don't choose to shop at Target. I don't shop at Target. I go into Target to do like videos to put up on our social media. That's the only time I go into Target. I don't buy a single thing. But I buy Chick-fil-A. Hot damn. Does this one hurt? Chick-fil-A's woke pledge to embed diversity in everything we do resurfaces online, angering fans of the Christian-founded chain after Bud Light and Target's alphabet scandals. Wow. So Chick-fil-A has a DEI page. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Here it is. We'll put it up. Not just me trying to sound off, because again, this one hurts. This one hurts. This is some personal pain that I'm going to go through on this. Royce, do we order Chick-fil-A to the studio? Not every week, but pretty often. And when Royce and I are out filming, Royce, can you pop yourself on screen here? Rolls-Royce. When we go and film documentaries around America, do we often stop at Chick-fil-A for food? Is this one gonna hurt? This one's gonna hurt, baby. It's gonna hit me right in the Polynesian sauces I got in my shorts. Sucks, guys. It sucks. Do I even have... I used to even have like a spare Chick-fil-A sauce in my desk. I used to even have like spare just in case I had emergency Chick-fil-A sauce in my desk. No longer! I shall swear off Chick-fil-A, ladies and gentlemen. So why would I do that? Well, because Chick-fil-A has now a diversity, equity, and inclusion vice president who's talking about inserting diversity into everything that Chick-fil-A does. Now, let's not even talk about what diversity means in the modern sense. Diversity in the modern sense means anti-whiteness. It means reverse racism. It doesn't mean all people. It doesn't mean a colorblind society. It means a reverse. Ibram X. Kendi, the people who actually created these initiatives, you can go back and read their manifestos. Ibram X. Kendi says there's no such thing as a colorblind society. He's the racial Marxist who's pushing all this pseudoscience garbage. All this like Nazi tautology garbage. Ibram X. Kendi says the only way to defeat racism, this is an exact quote, is more racism. That's what he says in his book. Robin DiAngelo, the same people, say this exact same thing. These people are racists by any other tautology or name. They want a segregated society. They want Berkeley to go have a black-only graduation like they've just had this last weekend. They are pushing for that. They want resegregation. They just want the power structures to now incentivize different racial groups, which is racist. It's Nazi tautology. This is Nazi-level thinking. That's where this comes from. And Chick-fil-A is down with it, baby. Chick-fil-A is saying, yeah, let's do that. Now, the other thing that I think is very important here for the Christians who want their Jesus chicken is that equity, another part of the DEI agenda, equity is unchristian. Okay? So they're now like racism is unchristian. Christ makes it very clear. The Good Samaritan is a great example of Christ, or when Christ needed his cross to be carried by someone, it was someone of like that the Jews saw as a lower social status, a foreigner. Many people say it was a black person that carried Christ's cross. His name was Simon? I think so. Ladies and gentlemen, the teachings of Christ, of course, are anti-racist because God imparts equality in all men. Our founders understood that. God didn't impart equity in all men. Equity is equal outcomes. That ain't Christian. That's not biblically based. Equity means the state needs to come in and force an equal outcome between you and somebody else who may have different amount of melanin in their skin because the state deems that your skin color is all that matters. We must have equity. We must have an equal outcome, not equal opportunity, not you're the same as any other race or any other person or any other gender that's born in this country. You deserve the same opportunities. You deserve the opportunities that Ben Carson had when he was born, totally impoverished, into a broken home, living with rats and cockroaches inside of government housing in Detroit. Ben Carson goes on to be the greatest neurosurgeon the world has ever seen. A wealthy man, a famous man. Cuba Gooding Jr. plays him in a Hollywood movie. Runs for president, serves inside the Trump administration. You deserve that opportunity. only in America could a child born of Ben Carson's station go on to do what Ben Carson did. That's called equality. Equity is saying that Ben Carson should stay exactly where he is, inside of that rat-infested cockroach house in Detroit, because that's just the way he was born. And more importantly, a white kid who's born inside of a suburb of Detroit, well, we need to knock them down a peg and make sure that they know what rat-infested cockroaches government living looks like. In fact, all people need to be in government housing. That would be equitable. All people need to essentially be just sitting on welfare inside of government housing. We should get rid of private property. We should get rid of private homes. That is equitable. Let's do that. We'll shove the agenda on everything is equally permissible inside of your own space, and you should have no opportunity to rise above your station. That's what equity agenda is, and that's what Chick-fil-A is embracing, ladies and gentlemen. I am enraged by this, disgusted by it. It is anti-white, it is anti-Christian. And by anti-white, what I mean is it's racist. Chick-fil-A going woke. Watch.
Maybe the most disappointing story of the day, Chick-fil-A going woke. The masters of fast food chicken hiring a vice president of diversity, equity, inclusion. Chick-fil-A's Better Together section on their website says, in part, one of our core values is that we're better together when we combine our unique backgrounds and experiences with a culture of belonging. We can discover new ways to strengthen the quality we deliver.
I call it a Trojan horse because it is. It's the use of language, which is powerful, in order to erode that which made America great in the first place, which is all men created equal by who? God. Why do you want equality exactly? Where is your moral grounding? Where does it come from? Where do your values come from? Oh, they come from a creator. All these American values that you aspire to, where does it come from? Chick-fil-A completely cucking or clucking on everything from their support of traditional marriage. They pulled the funding from the Salvation Army. So Chick-fil-A got badgered into pulling their funding from the Salvation Army. Okay? And another Catholic charity. Just because these people believed in the biblical teachings that have been around since the dawn of man. Chick-fil-A, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest fraud ever pulled on American Christians. That this is some type of like Christian company. Shame on them. Shame on them. Dan Cathy, who's the CEO of Chick-fil-A. Dan Cathy, during the height of BLM, had the audacity to get on a church, get on stage at a church, one of these woke churches that teaches that Jesus was tolerant. Let me tell you what. Go read your Gospels. Let me tell you someone who wasn't tolerant. Christ. Tolerance is not a Christian virtue. Dan Cathy, with this woke Christian mind virus, got on stage, got on his knees, and began to shame all white people, saying that we better get down on our knees and start shining shoes. Huh? We better start judging people by their skin color and debasing ourselves. Let me tell you something. When Christ washed the feet of the disciples, it was not because of their skin color. This is degenerate thinking from people that should know better. And shame upon you because you have a big platform, pal. Watch. I love the guy being like, yeah, give me stock. I don't need you to shine my shoes, you old goof. I need Chick-fil-A stock. Where's my franchise? How about you do something that actually like gives me some value? How about a franchise? Guy's like, don't shine my shoes. Get away from me, actually, you old creepy weirdo. You old inherited money goofball. Unbelievable, man. It is truly like there is truly some rot at the base of the tree, and I think that we're due for a revival in this country. I think that enough of this, like this is when Christ comes back, right? This is when Christ came the first time. We're due for a revival. I'm not saying that we're living through Revelation. Some people say that. This is when Christ's teachings have been like warped and mutilated enough that, like, essentially you're just doing reverse racism to go shine people's shoes based on their skin color? Yeah, dude, that's just judging people by their skin color. And also it's like self-hatred, which is not what Christ taught. It's not Christ's teachings, ladies and gentlemen. So don't eat it, Chick-fil-A, okay? And if you want to get your food, you should get it elsewhere. You should get it from patriotic companies, like My Patriot Supply. Ladies and gentlemen, there are dire headlines right now across the world today. You look around, things seem to be falling apart. That's why the smartest investment that you can make right now is your family's food security. The reality is you might not be able to find food when the next disaster strikes. Remember COVID? All those empty shelves inside of the stores? And we're not just talking Bud Light. When that happens, well, actually, the only thing left during the next pandemic will be a wall of Bud Light. Still, people won't take it. The entire store will be empty, and there'll still be a wall of Bud Light. That's the number we've done on them. That's why I urge you to grab a 3-month emergency food kit from My Patriot Supply, the nation's largest preparedness company. When you order today, you'll save $200 on each kit that you need. Having these kits means your family will stay fed while others stand in the food lines. You've seen it before. Order your 3-month emergency food kit today. Save $200 per kit at preparewithbenny.com. Preparewithbenny.com. Fast and free shipping too. Do it, ladies and gentlemen. Military quality. Preparewithbenny.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so honored to bring our next guest onto the program. It is somebody who I really respect. I don't often bring on artists on this program. I bring on senators. And we had a senator on yesterday. We bring on officials from the Trump administration or various campaigns or camps and congresswomen, congressmen. Those are the kind of people that regularly get booked on this show. But we have an artist and somebody who has prepared and who is always creating. Somebody who created, in fact, the most powerful protest song in the history of America. Not since the Vietnam War have we had a protest song that has hit number one. I mean, maybe like Creedence Clearwater Revival in 1971 was the last time that we had a protest song hit number one in the charts, all charts. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the show now, the number one artist in America, the MAGA rapper, Trump's nephew, Forgiato Blow. Forgiato, thank you so much for being on the program. It is an honor, and congratulations.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you to all the people. We the people definitely spoke up. And Benny, thank you so much for all your support over the years. Appreciate it.
Boom, shakalaka. Look at him go, baby. That's the song. Boycott Target. Talk me through it, baby.
I mean, it's just amazing, you know. Thank God. Thank all the Patriots. Like I said, I think this really struck a nerve with people in the world. I mean, it's everywhere. I've been on every station. I'm so glad I'm here talking to you about it. I think it was well needed. It's waking people up. And as we've seen the other day, Target's kind of cleaned up a little bit, right? It took some stuff out of there. And like I said, you know, the biggest problem is why sexualize children? Why is this aimed at the children? And that was my big thing. So, you know, all these companies are doing it. Like we just saw Chick-fil-A. That was crazy. I saw that this morning. I'm working on a song for Chick-fil-A right now. It just, when will it stop?
Yeah.
Do you think it will stop? When do you think?
When we say it stops.
Yeah.
When we say it stops.
But it's just the next person. That's why we got to keep fighting, right? Because we thought it was over with Target. Then here comes Kohl's. Now Kohl's is doing it, right? And I think Kohl's is doing this to get someone to pay attention to Kohl's.
You know? I don't think
Kohl's.
I mean, listen, man. So you going number one. I saw you go number one with the Balenciaga song, but that's a European company. That's a very boutique thing. These are big time American brands. It's hard to find a city without a Chick-fil-A or a Target in it. And most cities, most Americans live within a drive of a Chick-fil-A or a Target for sure. And so you're talking like American fabric here, and the people are on your side, clearly, because you beat Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
It's better to have Forgiato on your show. It'd be a harder booking to get Forgiato than Taylor Swift or Luke Combs or Morgan Wallen or Lil Durk, because you are actually beating them right now for the number one song, ladies and gentlemen, this is in the country. And this ain't like some little game that we rigged on the side for some title or something that we control. This is iTunes. This is the largest music platform in the world, and Forgiato's number one. How's that make you feel?
Amazing. We didn't rig it, but they sure heck rigged it. They made it so you couldn't even search the song for the first 3 days. Kept saying the song wasn't even there. You literally had to go to my video and click an external link to go buy the song. So, once they got that off, I went on, I think Fox talked about it, went on your show, talked about it with you. I saw you were tweeting it, showing a lot of love, and then all of a sudden, boom, it shows up. Isn't that kind of crazy how that just happens? And then all of a sudden we passed Taylor Swift. You got to look at it. The big thing is I'm independent, right? I'm doing this with myself, my camera crew, and my relationships of fans and friends and patriots like yourself. I don't have major labels behind me. I don't have tons of money getting pumped into what we're doing. Even if we wanted to put money in this stuff, they wouldn't even accept it. They wouldn't allow it. They don't allow you to promote stuff like this. You can't promote it. So when I made the genre of music, they didn't care if I promoted a video with guns and women talking about drugs or whatever. But talking about cleaning up this and not going for the kids, they'll say this goes against community guidelines like always.
Yeah,
so
well.
It's rigged. It is rigged. So it's rigged for us to lose, and we still won. So
Yes.
Amen to that. That's all. I give the glory to God and y'all for that.
Amen to that. Something that probably wasn't allowed, but you did it anyway, was you filmed a music video inside of Target. Can I play you a clip from the... I got to play you a clip, actually, from the song. Number one song in the world right now, Boycott Target. Go.
They put a target on my back, but they're targeting your kids. They don't even need to ask, cause you all know what it is. Yeah, that's why I keep it strapped, and I'm always by my bears. This agenda gotta stop. Yeah, you know we gonna win when they target, yeah, they targeting. Target, yeah, they target kids. Target, yeah, they targeting. Target, yeah, they target kids.
Targeting kids, and what's so good about that, you were saying how it makes me feel. It makes me feel great because I did it with my friends. I was able to involve my friends in the song too. My brother Stoney, Nick, and Jimmy Levy. And it's just good when we can all come together and push this movement and show how strong our movement really is. And then, all the old rappers that I know, they're like, oh, the MAGA rap. Like, I love being called a MAGA rapper. I created my own genre, right? We got other people out here. Me and rappers like Bryson Gray are pioneers of a genre. And now when they see I went number one doing MAGA rap, I'm laughing because they never went number one doing regular music. So let me just, maybe go platinum right here off MAGA rap.
You have
a platinum plaque for a MAGA rap.
You're bringing this to a rally in Miami, and this is happening tomorrow. I wanted to give you an opportunity to promote that to the audience in case anyone wanted to show up and give support and love.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're doing a rally. All the information for it, because it has the address and everything, is on my Twitter. So it's simple. It's just Forgiato Blow 47. That's Forgiato BLOW, then 47. I got it right on there. Been talking about it. And like I said, this is a peaceful rally. We're just going out here, all coming together and, just organizing something that's happy. We're going to do some prayers. Jimmy's going to do some praying. It's something positive. They're always trying to turn this negative into positive. They always turn your negative into positive. I've seen the left right now. Now they're like, oh, let's go dig up Forgiato Blow's regular rap videos and start plastering those everywhere, saying, oh, now he makes Target songs. The difference is I made music. I was signed to record labels, right? And what people don't understand is it's entertainment, like movies, like everything everybody watches. The only difference is, Benny, I didn't have children in my videos, okay? I didn't involve grooming in my videos. So really, when I really batted an eye at a gay section in Target, probably would have affected me because I don't really support all that, but that wasn't my issue with it, right? My issue is, why is there a children's section devoted this in Target?
Yeah, that's the line. That's clearly the line.
It's the line.
That's the line that people drew. That's the line that people drew, and nobody ever really had a problem with it until you involve the children. That's why the rally says
your own bedroom to me is your own thing, right?
That's right. That's why the rally says save the children. Save the children. This is in Miami tomorrow.
Yep. So we'll be there tomorrow. Hope to see everybody out there at 5:30. Like I said, this is a peaceful event. And this is nothing. We're not going inside a Target. We're not causing any issues. We're going to be outside. Across the street is an open field. We have permission to be out there. We're going to have music playing. This is going to be a fun place. Just kind of starting off, like I feel like my goal with this and just in general is the energy of MAGA, I feel, is a little dead, right? And that's why I make this music, try to get us back going, boost us back up. Like, we got an election to win here pretty soon. We got to get ahead of the buck. So,
Forgiato, where can people find your work and see your new content and whatever you're going to drop next?
So that's all I got right now. This and then my new YouTube, since my last one was Banned Mayor Magaville. But just type in Forgiato Blow on iTunes and Apple Music, Spotify. Just support me. If you don't listen to rap, I understand that. Well, support it because we're fighting the fight for you. Your grandkids listen to rap. Other people listen to rap. So I know a lot of people say, well, you know, I don't listen to rap. I really can't support it. But, you know, who would have thought I would support, you know, what you support? Who would have thought I'd have the same values, ideas that you have? Who thought I'd fight for the country? You know what I'm saying? And that's something I've been doing since 2016. It's not going to change. I love this country. I love Donald Trump. I love America. I love the Benny Show. I love everything, man. And we're just keeping everything positive, working hard. Everybody's talking about it. Who knows how many we sold? If it goes platinum, that'd be crazy. But it's not really about the money to me. It's not about selling the records. It's about the message. It's about getting, you know, the culture changed and showing people it's shifting. And that's what we both do really well.
That's right. And in order to shift culture, you have to actually fight a culture war. You have to actually fight. You have to actually be on the field.
Yeah, you got to be there. You know, you got to go to Target to rap about Target.
You're out. You're out. You're on the field, man. You're actually doing it, and so we deeply respect that. Forgiato, thank you. Godspeed.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. God bless you.
Winning. What a W. What a W. How does that feel good? Yeah, number one song in the country, beating Taylor Swift. Boycott Target. We're winning. We're wiping billions off these people's market caps. Because we finally drew a line in the sand and said, no, we ain't going to do it. We'll see what Republicans do. Republicans will hold FBI Director Chris Wray in contempt for refusing to hand over the document allegedly detailing Biden's part in a $5 million bribery scheme with a foreign national. Sure, it'd be nice for Republicans to have a chit to defund the FBI. That would be nice. Unfortunately, that wasn't part of the budget negotiations. But nonetheless, I guess Christopher Wray will be able to meddle in further elections by concealing and hiding and protecting the Biden family and their corruption. But he'll get a contempt charge. So a rap on the knuckles, I guess. How about you take away the guy's private jet? Maybe that would stick. Watch.
Fox News alert. House Republicans are moving to hold FBI Director Christopher Wray in contempt. The FBI missed its deadline to hand over that smoking gun document, alleging that Joe Biden took bribes in exchange for policy. Wray is withholding the evidence from us. Another FBI cover-up, just like the Treasury did with those Biden wire transfers. Now, Primetime's glad to see Republicans taking some action here, and we'll let you know where this thing goes.
Some action, I guess. Some action. You won't get justice in this life, okay? And we're not black-pilled. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. Read the scriptures. They promise that you ain't going to have a perfect life. In fact, if you're Christian, that's all but guaranteed. But what you can do is you can prepare, ladies and gentlemen, for true justice, for real, what's actually mattering in this world, which is the eternal. We are not humans having a spiritual experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And we go back to spiritual beings. And that's all that really matters here. So make your race count. Make sure that you're focused on what truly matters in this life. Your God, your family, your country. And if we have no good news to report to you on a show, then we'll at least end with the good news from Isaiah 12 today. Behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and I will not be afraid. For the Lord God is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. trust today. Do not be afraid. You know, the Bible says, do not be afraid 365 times. That's one per day for you. So I want you to get up in the mirror in the morning, look at that big, beautiful mug, and say, I will not be afraid. You are owed one of those per day. Do not be afraid. You get one a day for every day of the year. And we're winning. And we're not afraid anymore. That's a really wonderful thing. It's your boy Benny. This is The Benny Show. See ya.